Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. This is your November full month astrology forecast. So before we jump into your sign individually, I just want to let you know that for the month of November, we do have a full moon in Taurus occurring on November 5th. We have a new moon in Scorpio occurring on November 19th. And for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, that is occurring on November 27th. So stay tuned and we will jump into your sign individually and take a look at your month ahead. Welcome, Cancer friends. If your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Cancer, then this is your reading. So we're going to jump right into your November spread and see what the energy looks like for you. So the first card that we got for you is Archangel Raguel. This is Justice, Harmony, and Solutions. Wow, I love that for you. So in the month of November, you're going to feel something shift, and it's going to be involving something that's going to be made fair. You may find sudden solutions to problems that you've had in the past, and maybe even harmony in certain situations that you've had. So let's see what else we've got. The next one out was Defensive. Unseen resistance to unresolved issues. Explore with curiosity. This is reflection, acceptance, and growth. Beautiful, because this goes along with this card here. Again, we have unresolved issues, suddenly finding solutions to unresolved issues. So maybe there's something you've been struggling with for a while, and it's like you suddenly have an epiphany. And it's like, oh, that was the exact solution that I have been searching for. Then we have Soul Happy Rekindle Connection. This card has been coming out a lot in a lot of people's readings. Your soul is longing to reconnect with something or someone. Have you drifted away from a meaningful connection? Take the initiative to rekindle this relationship or experience, as it may bring you deep joy. So this does not have to be a love situation, right? Maybe there's a thing or an experience that you are looking to reconnect with that used to bring you joy. And you're like, I remember when I used to do that thing. It used to make me very happy, and I haven't done it in a long time. And now you're going to go back to doing something like that, you know? So take that as it resonates. Does not have to be love. And then the next card that came out is Bitch Fire. Stand up for yourself. So I don't know for how many of you out there you needed to hear that. But maybe, again, with this justice and something being unfair, maybe you're being called to stand up for yourself in a situation, and it's going to cause something to be resolved in a fair manner, okay? Maybe you're being bullied or something like that. Maybe someone's spreading rumors about you behind your back. You know, whatever this is, you're just being called to stand up for yourself. Whatever that looks like to you, because we all have different situations going on. All right, we're going to jump right into the tarot. So tell me more, please, for my Cancerian friends for the month of November. What else do they have going on? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords and Judgment. Yeah, someone's trying to take something from you. Someone's trying to, like, swindle you, I just heard. But I am getting that judgment is coming down and dealing with this situation, whatever this is, okay? Seven of Swords is about being, like, robbed in broad daylight. So stand up for yourself and know that solutions are going to come forth for you, okay? And you're going to have some of these unresolved issues be like finding solutions. I don't know why my words got all blah there for a minute, okay? Judgment is here for not only you to put your judgment on a situation, but also that these other individuals that have been taking from you whatever this was, judgment's being called on them as well. So all you need to do in this situation is stand up for yourself. You don't need to retaliate. I'm getting that. Okay? Cut them off. Like, that's the best thing you can do. Just cut them off. They are being dealt with. So I don't know what they're taking from you, whether it is your money, whether it is your time, whether it is your energy. Let's see what else comes out here. The Hanged Man. Okay. I got two things with that. First thing that came up with the Hanged Man was them. They're stuck. They can't move forward. They can't do anything else. They are stuck. But I'm also hearing that you're being asked to see things from a new perspective. Okay? So again, maybe you had planned on retaliating or something like that, and Spirit's like, don't do that. Otherwise you'll be stuck. Don't do that. Two of Pentacles could be juggling, you know, trying to figure something out. Let's see what else we get. Juggling. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, all right. You're going to go from the Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Like that. Holy cow. We have the World at the bottom. So whatever this was over here, it's over. I don't know what this was for you, but it's being handled on your behalf. So again, if it was related to money, and it very may well have been related to money, it's like as soon as these people get cut out of your life and you stand up for yourself, your money is going to grow exponentially. Because they're not draining your resources anymore. So I don't know what this is for all of you, but whatever this is, it's over with. Judgment's been called. They are stuck. They can't do anything else. Your money's going to grow like that. So by the end of November, expect to see that change for you, which is just amazing. I'm happy that came in. Yeah, I don't know if somebody was in a situation where they were constantly asking you for money. Maybe they weren't asking. Maybe they were just taking. Like telling you they needed it for something and then spending it on dumb stuff. Like, you know, again, this is someone who's taking. Like waiting until you're not looking and being like, yeah, this is mine now. I'm taking it. And then closing the safe and acting like they didn't take it. And then you're left to juggle your finances and try to figure this out for yourself. All right. Tell me more, please. What else do we have? Thank you. I had one fall to the floor. All right. We have get a reading. Use divination to understand your desires and path. Maybe you found out in an interesting way. Like maybe this is you finding out right now. It's such a weird way that you found out though. Whether you did get a reading and someone told you some like side thing that you didn't ask about. They're like, oh, by the way, is someone taking money from you? And you're like, no one's taking money from me. And then you find out like later that day that they are. And you're like, oh boy. Like I said, maybe this is me telling you this now. And then you're like, oh boy. So, a lot of swear words in your reading today. We have F being nice. Be nice, but not too nice. Not everyone deserves your kindness. Yeah, Cancer. Yeah. Someone's been taking something from you. And I'm getting that you're normally nice to people, but this time you're like, I don't think now needs a nice time. And maybe that's where Spirit's like, don't retaliate. Okay? Don't retaliate because everything was seen already and it's being dealt with. So for the love of God, don't retaliate. Maybe they were getting readings on you and keeping track of you that way. All right, what else? Thank you. All right. We have Queen rising, stepping into power, praise coming up in spotlight, and too busy winning. This is why they're trying to take from you. What I'm getting is that they thought you wouldn't notice. Maybe you trusted this person, like to the point of thinking like, no, they'd never do that. Literally, how many people that are family members or friends of serial killers have ever said that? They were such a nice person. They were a family person and they were a pillar of the community. Yeah. People can put on a good front to lead you to believe that they are trustworthy. So whatever this is for you, you were in the process of building something here. Again, wealth related likely. And they were like, yeah, you got all this money. I'm just going to take some off the top and you're not even going to notice. Right? So here's the bottom of the deck here. We have wasting time. Stuck, no changes, and limited. That's these people now. All right? So that's why you don't need to retaliate. Like they've already experienced. Yeah. All right. Wasting time came out anyways. But then we have obsession. Focusing too much on one situation. The need to take a step back. All right. So that goes both ways. Cancer. Don't you be obsessed with them and their justice. Okay? Keep doing you. Remember, you're too busy winning. And this shows it right here. But they may have also been obsessed with you and your winnings and your doing well stuff. Bottom of the deck, we do have shadow work. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. So maybe this activated you to do some shadow work. Okay? It definitely activated this with them. So take that as it resonates. But I mean, we should all be doing shadow work. All of us should be doing our shadow work. Yeah, what is shadow work? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Well, I just wrote a book about it with a 5-step process, and I also put out videos for that on my other channel on Visionary Holistic Solutions. So go check out my book. Go check out my other channel. I give you all the ins and outs of how to do shadow work. So the other card that I pulled for you is from the Shadows and Light Oracle. So we're going to read that. All right, we have this card. Strangely lonely. Holding on way too tight. Let's see what that card has to say. One dilemma with living in a world that you feel you must protect is that you fear other people intruding on it, disturbing the delicate balance. So you hold on tighter to whatever you have or whatever you feel makes you. Makes you you. This is such weird words. The truth is your inner world is richer than most, and it's an imaginative paradise or hell, depending on your state of mind. When you receive this card, please let go, just a little, and notice how this gives you room to interact and engage with loving others. And this, therefore, helps you recreate your world anew. It is likely that you will choose carefully who you allow in, but at least one person does need to be let in, and at least one security blanket needs to be shown the door. Just for the moment. All right, security blanket. What are you holding on to that is your security blanket? I don't know. That did not come up in this reading. Maybe you know someone is hurting you or taking from you and you still let them in your life, and maybe that's what you're being called to let go of. All right. Very interesting reading, my Cancerian friends. I just saw 1555 on the timer, so 555 is all about change. Change is on the horizon for you. Not a bad thing, because guess what? Spirit's removing these people that have been toxic in your life, that have been siphoning from you in some way. And once those people leave and exit your life, they're going to be stuck. And if you hang on to them, they're just going to waste your time. And they want you to be stuck with them. So it's time to let them go, whoever it is. And maybe this isn't people. Maybe this is, let's think about that for a minute, social media. Maybe it is subscriptions to things that you're not using. Whatever it is that's draining your money, that's what this is. Although I am getting that it could also be tied to people. Okay. This does feel like there's someone out there like keeping an eye on you and being like, what are you up to? Like if someone calls and only asks you what you're up to and like is not happy and celebrates with you when you celebrate something, those are the people to let go. But when someone is truly genuinely happy when you accomplish something and they want to celebrate with you, keep those people in your inner circle. Those are the ones that want to see you succeed and that are on your side. Okay? So it's like, look at who's in your life when you're juggling your pennies versus when you're in this life of luxury. Okay? Did these people only come around when you've got something to give? Like, oh, I'm throwing a party, free food, free beer, free whatever. And they're like, yes, I'm coming. And then like you throw a party and there's paper plates and bring your own food, bring your own beer. And they're like, yeah, I'm not going to come this time. Maybe next time. Pay attention to that kind of stuff. Because honestly, it makes a difference. Okay? It's like when you're up, you're doing well. They're there. Great. But are they there when you're at this point as well? It just took me to a 50 Cent song. 21 Questions. Go look up the lyrics to that. Because it's like, I got 21 questions and they all about us. Like, you know, he basically is asking, if I'm not here, will you still love me if I'm here? That kind of thing. So anyways, my Cancerian friends, this has been your reading. So I hope it resonated with you. Remember, this is for the month of November. So you're going to see all this coming to light in November. If it did resonate with you, great. Give it a like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If it didn't, that's okay. This is not your reading. Don't force it to fit. All right? So I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.